let us introduce our first pitchers. We have Danny and Bradley presenting All Access Life. Let's do this.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dan O'Connor, and beside me is my other half, Bradley Helvin. I've been working with Brad as his integration aide for just about 8 years now. Yeah. And Brad and I are here tonight to showcase the website we've been working on for over a year now, All Access Life. In a nutshell, this website, it connects people to accessible resources. What we've done is we've created 8 different categories. So the first category is general accessibility. So that's just for your average Joe or Jane that wants to keep up to date with the ever so changing apps and technology. Then we have physical disabilities, followed by cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, autism, visual impairments, hearing impairments, and the elderly. So in each of these categories, you can find unique technology, apps, resources, and videos that are specific to that category. So just to give you guys a quick example, let's say if a parent of a child with autism logs on our website, they would first go to the autism tab, which would then open up the autism page. So here they're prompted to become a subscriber. So when you become a subscriber to All Access Life, you receive email notifications whenever we update the site with new resources. They can then choose to check out what technology is available. And here we have our unique description of the product. We have a video of the product in use, and we have a link where to buy these products. And we have many pieces there. They can also check out the app section. Here again, they could find our unique description of the app. You can find a video of the app in use. And then we also have resources. So in a resource tab, you could find anything from TV shows to YouTube channels to links to other websites that offer valuable information on the topic of autism. Then finally, we have our video section. So here it offers educational and inspirational videos on the topic of autism. So now I'm going to hand you guys over to Brad, and he's going to be going a little bit more in depth on the website, and I'll be navigating, trying to keep up with him. Thanks.
In 2012, Statistics Canada did a survey on disabilities in Canada and found that an estimated 3.8 million adult Canadians reported being limited in their daily activities due to a disability. This represents 13.7% of the adult population in Canada. And where do these people go to keep up to date with the latest accessible technology, apps, and resources? Who has the time or knowledge to locate these resources? How can any professionals like occupational therapists, for example, keep up with the ever-changing accessibility scene? We do the research for you and provide with the top-rated, most up-to-date resources for each of our 8 categories. Hi guys, my name is Bradley Helvin. I was born with spastic cerebral palsy. It was caused by lack of oxygen to the brain during birth. This left me unable to properly control my muscles and unable to verbally communicate. Ages ago, people with similar disabilities would be put in a group home, living day to day just getting by. However, in 1983 the Dynavox communication device was created. This gave people who were nonverbal the ability to communicate through technology. It gave us a voice. This was the only communication device on the market for a long time. Since it was the only device on the market, professionals like occupational therapists and technology assistants could master the device, and there was no need for independent research, since there was nothing else out there. However, nowadays the world of accessibility is absolutely blowing up. It's impossible for the average person to keep up. Well-known companies are catching on to this and making their products more accessible. 5 years ago, Apple came out with an accessibility feature called Switch Control. This allowed Switch users like myself the ability to use an iPhone, iPad or MacBook. This opened up a whole new world for me. I found myself joining my friends on apps like Snapchat, Twitter and Facebook. Oh, and also for schoolwork too, ha ha. Another example of a large company catching on to this trend would be Microsoft. Under our physical disabilities section you will find that they recently came out with a feature called Copilot. This allows two controllers to act as one. So, disabled gamers who would normally only be able to hit 3 or 4 buttons on a control, can now hit those buttons and have a friend hit the others, allowing two people to play a game together as one. Another example you could find under our visually impaired section would be the new Nintendo Switch. It recently came out with a game blind people can play. The game is based on the user responding to audio and vibration cues rather than visual cues. Now that I've given you some examples, I'd like to go a bit more in depth on the layout of the website. We've done extensive research to categorize all the accessible technology, apps, resources and videos out there in various locations on the web. Due to time, we'll only be able to focus on one category, so we'll go over general accessibility. On this page, since most of the products can be used by anyone with special needs or not, we've added a recommended section and suggest what category of special need would benefit from the product. This is completely unique and sheds an accessible light on these mainstream products that many of them have not marketed for themselves. As an example, this is a smart smoke detector. It does everything your standard smoke detector does and more. When smoke or carbon monoxide is detected, it immediately sends you a notification on your phone or other devices. This is amazing since you can be alerted even when you're away from your house. However, we thought that this would be a great tool for someone that is hearing impaired or deaf. So, we added the symbol for hearing impaired under the product image. Simply click the image, and we explain why we recommend it for people who are hearing impaired. The reason would be, since they can't hear a regular smoke detector, they could now get a vibrating notification on either their phone or smartwatch and know something is up. Due to time, we can't go into every product, but trust us that there's plenty of smart products and apps here that can have such a powerful impact of people's lives. One final feature we'd like to showcase is our members forum. Since our site is 100% free, anyone can become a member and access the members forum. Here you can share tips and suggestions with other members, create friendships, follow other members to see when they post something new and more. This gives a sense of community to the website. It's not only us finding the resources, but the community as a whole growing together. One of the amazing things about our website is we have no competition. We are the only one-stop shop that provides all 4 categories: technology, apps, resources and videos. Other sites exist that are masters in one area like technology, for example, but many of these sites have their own products and aren't linking you to all the other life-changing resources out there. You can also find many blogs out there that will review technology or apps, but again these usually cover just one category. We want our site to become the face of accessibility. When you think about accessibility, you think about all-access life.
Stop waiting for somebody else to inform you of a new piece of technology, a new app, or a new resource. Let us do the research for you and keep you up to date with everything related to accessibility. Join us on our journey to make this world more accessible.
down to our number one winner. A number one winner that was pretty darn unanimous in the group after a very short discussion. The passion, the understanding, the time that they took in the last year to just go through it and be ready. And without further ado, the winner is, big drum roll, All Access Life.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Come on down.
Super presentation, lots of fun.
And absolutely utterly needed in this market, in this world.